Okay, you can see it's all steamy, it's all frothy. You can come over and look at it, although I don't think you can get to me. I need one of those mirrors that they have. So I stop stirring intermittently so that I can see whether it's coming to a rolling boil. All right. Okay, and now it's starting to boil over, which is normal. We expect that. It's frothing, it's boiling over. Sometimes it actually hits a rolling boil and just stays put, and this is actually about to boil over. So that's when you know it's done. We are done. Now, we have to cool the milk. And to speed that process up, I have a system. I divide it into 2. You can even divide it into 3 because that's going to reduce the surface area and make it cool faster. And I leave it out on the counter to cool for 40 minutes, and then I put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. And you don't want to put it in the fridge right away because it's going to lower the, raise the temperature in your fridge, and it could spoil food that needs to stay cold. So you don't want to put it into the fridge scalding hot. So I'm going to get my handy dandy oven mitts. We're going to divide this up. And now, for 40 minutes, you can do laundry, watch a video, go to coffee, walk the dog. You get the picture. Very low maintenance from this point on. So, okay, 40 minutes. Okay, let's party. And another thing you might notice is that your milk might form like a film on top of it, and that's normal. You can either skim that off the top, or you can put it through the strainer when you put it into your yogurt maker, or you can just mix it back in. Doesn't really matter. You can use a whisk or your spoon, but basically our yogurt is ready to receive the yogurt starter. So first I'm going to combine it all into one bowl. And now for 2 liters of milk, I add a half a cup of our regular yogurt as the yogurt starter. If you were only doing 1 liter of milk, you would only need to add a 1/4 cup. And again, this is just plain yogurt with active bacterial culture in it. What you do to incorporate it is you put your yogurt starter in an empty container, just like I'm doing here. And now I'm just going to pop this back in the fridge. And what you do is you form a paste with the yogurt starter. You only add a little bit of your milk into it, and you mix that. And that will allow it to incorporate evenly and smoothly throughout all of your milk. So you can see it's kind of thick here, it's nice and incorporated, and now I incorporate that paste into the rest of the milk. Okay. And now you just give everything a really good stir. You want to make sure it's all evenly mixed. So I just stir for a few seconds back and forth in every direction. Great. So your yogurt maker is divided into 2 parts, as I showed you before. So this is the outer receptacle, the outer part, and this is the inner part. This is the part where you're actually going to pour the milk and starter mixture into. Okay. Alright. And you might see little lumps from the yogurt that you've used as starter, that's okay. Don't worry about that as long as it's mostly smooth and evenly incorporated. So this is ready to go into this. Now this will come with the instructions with your yogurt maker, but you actually have to put water in the bottom of this. And you'll see when you put the inner container inside here, the water is going to rise and surround the inner container and help insulate it and keep the temperature constant. And there are two notches on the inside of your yogurt maker. A lower one, which is how much water you put in when it's only a liter of yogurt that you're making, and then a higher notch, and you put the water up to that point if you're making 2 liters like we are today. So I've already done that. I've put the water in the bottom, and I'm gently placing this in here, and I cover it with the lid, and that's it. Now I'm going to remove this from the table and plug it in, and I literally leave it plugged in for 24 to 36 hours. It's that easy. And now we're going to enjoy some yogurt that's already made. So here we are in the final stages of the yogurt making process, and it's the best one, which is eating the yogurt. This is some yogurt that I already made. You can see it comes out looking just like regular yogurt. And I should mention an important last step is that once you take your yogurt, once you unplug it and it's finished fermenting for 24 to 36 hours, then you need to put it in the fridge for at least 8 hours because it has to firm up and thicken up. So that's very important. You want to eat it when it's cool, not when it's warm. Yes?
Well, when you're making Greek yogurt and you want to drain the whey from it, would you do that while it's still warm, or would you put it in the fridge first?
Whenever you want to make it, turn it into, do anything with it. Cook it. I forgot to mention you can make amazing ice cream and frozen yogurt with it. If you want to do anything with it, you have to complete the whole process where you put it in the fridge and let it cool down first. You don't do anything with it when it's warm. Nothing. So yeah, if you wanted to make it into Greek yogurt, then you have to wait till it's cool and then you can drip it. Yeah.
How long would it take to drip it until it reaches a sort of thickish consistency?
I would keep, it depends on the cheesecloth that you have. I would check it every hour until it's the consistency that you want for Greek yogurt. Mm-hmm. For something like a cheese, you can just put it on the drip overnight. Except when you're making the cheesecake, I always drip between 6 and 6.5 hours, and that gives you the exact right amount of cheese for your cheesecake. But yeah, basically if you're just using it, and you don't need a specific amount for cheese, then overnight is fine. You don't have to be as careful with the timing. But yeah, because Greek yogurt is not as thick as cheese, so yeah, it's not as much time. So yeah, I have set up a lovely yogurt bar here for everyone. We have blueberries, and you can use any kind of chopped fruit or berries in your yogurt. When you have it with strawberries, fresh strawberries, it's like having a strawberry shortcake. We have honey and maple syrup to sweeten, pecans, almonds, and this is like a trail mix, but you can put anything you want in your yogurt. You can even sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it to give it a bit of spice, or nutmeg. So come on up, guys. Feel free to
Yummy!
enjoy your yogurt. Yeah, this is the fun part, the extra fun part.
The best part.
That's right. Feel free to serve yourselves.
Wow, that's amazing.